Oh, it's been 5 minutes already. Yo, everybody, good to see you. Hope you're all having a good day. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're going back to working on the character sheet. I think we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're finding all the pieces. And I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the drawing. Good to see you there, Ryu. Just a lamp. How y'all be? Hope things are well. I hope you get to relax this weekend. This weekend, hopefully. I think I'm gonna be working on some things, probably well, that's what this next coming week is for. The weekend, I'm probably gonna be working on things, playing some Elden Ring. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Saturday, though. I don't think I've got anything going on Saturday, so it should be alright. But this coming April, first 2 weeks, I'm definitely taking that time off for myself. So yeah, it's gonna be good times. Oh, but yeah, speaking of the weekend, always remember, enjoy the weekend how you want to enjoy it. It is your time after all. Don't let anyone tell you how to spend that weekend, whether it's hanging out or going to a club, going to a party, hanging out with friends, hanging out by yourself, going for a walk in the park, or working on personal projects and completely forgetting to finish off those last episodes of Invincible. Totally not personal experience. Although I really need to finish off those episodes of Invincible. Oh my god, that just reminded me of something, and I swear to God, I did not need to know about this. I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is. And I just had the shocking, I had shocking flashbacks considering the implications behind that. So, for those of you here, I'm gonna give you a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna give you a funny and terrifying story, because when I heard this, I thought, no, you can't do this. Now, what on earth could have given me such a horrific shock? Finding out this information. Well, I'm about to tell you. So, me sitting here, minding my own business, my brother tells me about the show Invincible. He doesn't give me any spoilers, do not worry, nothing spoilery. But, apparently, in Japan, they had to censor the blood. And if you've seen Invincible, you know there's a lot of blood. So you're probably thinking, okay, right, text-to-speech, I gotta add that. Do not worry, I'll add that text-to-speech afterwards. Also, thank you for the 9 months there, Ken, I greatly appreciate that. After this story, I will get back to you on that text-to-speech thing. So, number one thing, so my brother tells me that they censored the blood in Invincible in Japan. And I thought, okay, that shouldn't be too bad, right? I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna make it, what? Black blood, green blood, blue blood, or in the case of that one video game, Danganronpa, or something like that, pink blood. Nope. They changed the color of the blood to white. And if you know well, I don't think I need to explain much else, but a lot of scenes in my head from Invincible started flooding through my head. And I was thinking about this, wasn't there a scene where Mark is headbutting... Wait, I forgot. I was gonna say spoilers, so I'm just gonna shut up. But there was a lot of scenes where one character's entire face would be drenched in blood. Now, consider if they changed that color to a white liquid. Or multiple scenes where characters are licking the blood off of either their arm or their face. Now imagine what that looks like when it's replaced with a white liquid. So I don't think the censorship idea, I don't think that direction of censorship was the best of choices. If anything, it made it a whole lot worse. Oh, it made it so much worse. And the only thing my brother would say was, yeah. By the way, I sent you an Instagram video. I'm like, why would you do this to me? You know I'm gonna have to see this. Oh yeah. Invincible blood censorship. I don't know whose idea this was, but yeah. I believe it's Chinese censorship, not Japan. Oh, Chinese censorship. Fair enough, fair enough. All I remember was that there was censorship. So they are sensitive with blood too, so I could believe it. I don't remember who censored it, but I know somebody censored it and they replaced all the blood with a white liquid instead. Which makes it so much worse. Oh, so much worse. Because another thing that came to mind was, how many times do these characters end up coughing blood? How many times do these characters end up coughing blood? Or literally throwing up blood? Oh, no. Now it just makes those scenes look so much worse. Anyway, that's my story for today. Let's get back to the drawing. I apologize. I had to suffer through this information, so I decided, you know what? The only fair, reasonable, and potentially evil thing is to make sure everyone else suffers through it with me. So, have fun with that. Now, let's get that text-to-speech up here, because I completely forgot to set it up. Thank you for reminding me there, 10. Did it actually go off?
It is not Lampy tax, it is basement rent.
That is not better. Get out of the basement. Also, thank you for the 4 months. I greatly appreciate it. Or technically 9 months. I greatly appreciate it. It didn't help that the last scene that they showed in that video was Battle Beat. Well, you know what? It's fine. Talking about one character is fine. But anyway, it didn't help that one of the ending scene, or yeah, the last clip that they showed in the video was one of the characters smiling while licking the blood off their lips. That did not make the scene... That made the scene so much worse. And now I shudder to think about all the other... Now that I have this information, I know I'm just going to be watching Invincible, and whenever something very, very gory pops up, or when blood is spilt, I'm just going to be sitting there thinking, dang it, censorships, you ruined this moment. You ruined this moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if I watch an episode with my brother and he brings up, now imagine what that looked like if it were censored. Like, son of a... I did not need to see all of this. I did not need to be reminded. Today I caught up with Invincible, as apparently the latest episode is all new and wasn't adapted from the comics, so comic fans couldn't spoil it. Oh, I see. Interesting, interesting. On one hand, I kind of like that, but on the other hand, so long as they don't do that too many times, and they don't drastically change too much of the story. Although I will say there are some changes that I remember hearing in the comics that I feel like I'd be okay with if they changed it. Certain points, certain parts. Specifically, okay, well this one's gonna be vague. Even for Invincible fans, this would be vague. Because there's like 2, maybe 3 instances that this could be considered if I said, especially a part of the story that involves 2 characters, that could imply a lot of things. Alright, the very least 3 distinct things. But I can't go any further into delving into this, but I'll just say, there are certain parts that I feel like could change due to the fact that, I don't know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, in all honesty, it just doesn't... It feels like if they went down that road, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. That's all I could really say about that part. Alright, let's see. I mean, they did some classy changes on... Oh, classy changes to iron out the unnecessary 2000s edgy scenes, but also agree. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But considering how they've been doing Invincible so far, with the exception of unnecessary... How do I put it? Unnecessary voices. I think it's been going alright. I know a lot of people like to talk smack about the animation, but let's be honest, they're putting the budget where it needs to be. They're putting the budget where it needs to be. When it comes to animation, at least. Certain parts get lazy, certain parts get cheap, but let's be honest with ourselves, the parts that are lazy and cheap are not the big bombastic moments. Not the moments that absolutely, positively need to be epic. But when it's time for things to get epic, you can see where the animation budget went. You could see where they've been saving on the budget. How far are you so I don't accidentally spoil you? Last episode I saw, they found a gun. That's as vague as I can make it. They were side questing. That's the best way for me to put. They were doing a couple of fetch quests. Yeah. That's as vague and as specific as I can possibly make it without spoiling anything. Also, Genie Problem and Cole Bounds. Well, one, Cole Bound, thank you for the save. Genie Problem, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day. Hope things be well. Hope things be good. Now, I'm trying to figure out, what else do I need to add to this? I know there are some things I need to add, like the sword. And I already made the bird, so I don't really need to add the bird there, but I'm still trying to figure out things that I could put. Lampy is a pretty cool streamer. You should drop him a follow. I hear he's a pretty talented artist. You should check out his art too. Lies and slander and all that good stuff. And welcome on in there, Zelda. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. But yes, lies and slander. I'm trying to figure out, what on earth am I supposed to draw here? I'll figure something out. You know what? I haven't drawn the sword. I think it's time to draw that sword. Or, actually, well, okay, 2 parts we need to draw for this one, actually. So let's put new layer. Sword. That should be good. Contemplating asking specific questions as involves about a character design. Specific questions. Oh, contemplating asking a specific question as it involves about a character design. A character design in Invincible or a character design in general? Because if it's a character design in general, I think I could answer that. If it's a character design in Invincible, I might need to be, or I might have to beat around the bush on that one a bit. Like, I might have to, that one's going to be tricky to explain. I don't know. It depends on how far it is, because if it's, you know what? Personally, I feel like I could talk about Season 1 and Season 2 of Invincible. I just can't talk about how many seasons has it been. Is this the 3rd season or the 4th season? I feel like I could talk at least about Season 1 of Invincible, because how long ago has that been? How long ago was that? I don't remember. Oh, right, I was gonna draw the sword. Okay, so first, we need to make a circle. Also, we should probably... Actually, no, I could still make this thing right side up. I think that should still be fine. So... yeah, that part should be fine. That's gonna be the... What's the word I'm looking for? That there would be the pommel. Right there's gonna be the hilt. No, not the hilt. Yeah, I think it's called a hilt. Anyway, we're just gonna put that right there. Now we're just gonna put that weird fantasy, what's the word I'm looking for? Weird, fantasy crossguard thing. And the reason why I could say weird fantasy crossguard thing is because I know how most people that work with swords and weapons are. When they see a fantasy weapon, they immediately start tearing it apart because it doesn't make any sense. And I don't blame them. Sometimes the rule of cool outweighs practicality. If you can manage to pull off both, more power to you. Let's be honest, most of the time, we're just gonna gloss over the practicality sometimes. It's just how things are sometimes. That's just how it happens. That's just how it works. Also, welcome on in there, John and Death God. How y'all be? I hope things going well. Okay, character Invincible, as they just came out in the current season, though can ask something else instead if you want. Sounds fair, sounds fair. Although I can't deny, part of me is intrigued, like, which character could they be talking about? Because there's a lot of Invincible characters that popped up as of recent. And I wish I could talk about them without being vague. Because I feel like I want to avoid spoiling the series for people, or... You know what? Would it be spoilery to talk about a character's design? I don't feel like it would be spoilery to talk about the character's design. Unless we, Yeah, I feel like, you know what? I feel like it would be fine to talk about the character's design. Mostly because, so long as we don't bring up any of, the story beats. If that makes any sense. I think that part should be fine. Penspin? Penspin. Thank you for redeeming Penspin. Welcome on in there, Quee. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let me catch up with the reading right quick. Alright. Popping in to say hi. I got a lurk, though, because work. Alright there, John. You do your working, and I hope it goes well. And I hope you enjoy the stream in the meantime. Also, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Yeah. Yeah. And let's give a shout out to the Quee. Go check out Quee. Really fun streams, really cool people, really awesome times. If you're a fan of games like Liza P, Night Rain, stuff like that, go check out the Quee. And Mario Kart. Wait. I think Quee has Mario Kart? I mean, not Mario Kart, Garfield Kart. I'm not sure if Quee has Garfield Kart, but you know what? If you like Garfield Kart, that might be a spot. It's technically not spoilers, since they already showed in the trailers and highlighted promotional videos. Just checking if you... Oh, just checking with you first. Fair. Are we talking about totally not Freddie Mercury over there? Are we talking about totally not Freddie Mercury? I do not. That's fair, that's fair. Either way, go check out Queen. Really funny people. And if they tell you they're not funny, lies and slander. Now, welcome on in there, Amber. Hope things be well. Also, thank you for the hydrate there, Mooney. Here, take this. Folks, go check out Mooney. They play good variety games. Very funny streams. We bicker a lot. They're good people. Go check them out. I highly recommend it if you haven't already. I'm also going to move this outwards a little bit more. Move a little further back. That spot should be okay, maybe, possibly. Oh, that ain't even the center. Hold on a minute. You know what? We'll leave that one where it is. Because I'm trying to find the center of this thing. Specifically the center of this circle. And I think that would be right around here. So, boom. There we go. That should be... That should be the center of that. Wait, hold on a minute. Actually, you know what? There we go. Perfect. That should be the center. And surprisingly enough, we... Oh, almost. Almost had it. We just got to bring it down by one. And boom. There we go. Well, actually, hold on a minute. Drag this down a little bit. Boom. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let me see. What the? Why?
Lampy tax.
No Lampy tax. There is no such thing as Lampy tax. Save your money. I'm hilarious. See? Hey, wait a minute. I see what you did there. You know what? You know what? I take it back. I retract my statement. We said they're hilarious. That means they're hilarious. No, I'm talking about the one Mark fought on the Earth, a Jekyll and Hyde situation. Oh, that one. All right there, Ryu. What's your question about that design exactly? Also, thank you for the posture check there, Amber. I'm often told I'm too punny business. Okay, okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. All right, let's see. Also, welcome on in there, Spock. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. Lamp tax? No lamp tax. Oh wait, those emotes. You know what? That's fine. That's actually fine. Yeah, just toss all the emote or toss all the lamp emotes into the channel. That's more than enough. Right, so now that we got that point, this should be decent enough to figure out where the sword's got to go. So we could actually get rid of... Oh wait, that didn't go far enough. Well, first, let's remove this thing. Move that down. Let's invert this. Boom, there we go, perfect. So, when we're working on this whole part, we could actually just flip this sucker when everything's done. But first, we gotta make another part of this here sword. And I want to say somewhere around this point. What we mostly need to do. We're also trying to give it a bit of a star design, so this sword's gonna look a little off. But that's just how things be. Gonna kind of give it like a what's the word I'm looking for? The design I want for this sword is to be somewhat sleek, but at the same time very, very fantasy. What's the word I'm looking for all of this? I want to give it that obvious fantasy setting thing, or fantasy design. Like, you wouldn't see this sort of sword out into the real world, mostly because it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I wanted to give that theme of ice and maybe stars, stuff like that. That's what we're aiming for. And I think it would be, or yeah. Well, originally that was supposed to be contrasted with a different weapon, but I think this also works perfectly to be contrasted with a giant mech. Or a giant, well, yeah, one giant mech, but more so giant makeshift Mickey Mouse mech. When I say Mickey Mouse, I don't mean like Disney style. I mean Mickey Mouse as in, you know, they cut corners here and there. They just take whatever they can and they just slap it together. And then boom, should be fine. That's how that mech works. Also, Yuriko, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Alright, let me catch up with some reading right quick. What the? Hype train incoming? Why? Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Yo, Winter, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to a couple folks. One, let's give a shout out to Winter Silly. How were things? What were you playing? What were you up to? I hope it went well. Trying to spell words. There we go. Hope you had a lot of fun with the stream. And, oh, co-working. Yo, nice. I hope the co-working went well. I hope it went, or yeah, I hope it was good. I hope it went well. All that good stuff. And everybody stopping by from Winter Silly stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized mouse. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. Today we're currently working on a character sheet. That sword is too small. I just realized that is a... We may have what's the word I'm looking for? May not have done the sword right. We could draw that again later. Anyway, we're currently working on a character sheet for the bird. We've done a lot of character sheets in the past. Character sheet for Lampy. Character sheet for the bird form, or yeah, the bird mode. And we even did a character sheet for the mech. This one was the toughest one. But yeah, we're currently right now working on a character sheet for the bird's humanoid form. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be the second toughest one, mostly because that mech was a pain. But we got it done, and that's what matters. Also, if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to ground, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. What were you working on, or is that too personal? I completely understand. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Gun. Thank you for redeeming gun. Well, or yeah, thank you for the stretch there, Amber, as well. I don't have lamps, but I have fire. That's close enough. I agree, fire is close enough. That does hit the mark. Also, let me see. As an artist, do you think they should have been more detail like in the comics for the character, or do you think it's justified simplifying it for animation? Okay. I would say I think it's better to simplify it for the animation, specifically for two reasons. One, I feel like if you... Okay, here's one thing I will say. When you overly, or not overly design, but when you add more detail to a character, you got to remember that when you're animating, you're going to have to add that detail to that character every single time. This is also why, personally, I'm going to... Personally, I'm gonna talk smack about VTubers for a second. Now, let me be clear on this one. A lot of people have a lot of great designs. Really cool designs. Really great stuff. Imagine if you had to animate all the details that were in those characters. Oh my god, that would be horrid. I should know. I've animated for a couple of VTubers myself. And I will definitely tell you, they have really great designs. But when you realize you have to draw all those designs multiple times because you got to animate them. Oh, this is why I charge a lot. Because as soon as I see a design like, okay, I like the design, I will have to let you know, because of all the detail, I am gonna have to charge more. Now, that's only when it's a very highly detailed character. When it's a simple character, I will bring it. I've said it before, like someone brings me a design, like, I see your design, not a lot is going on there. And when I say not a lot, I don't mean it in a rude way. I mean a lot, you know, it's simple, to the point, and that's what matters. And because it is simple and to the point, I'm actually going to charge less because I don't have to draw as much. But yeah, going back to it, with that situation, I feel like with the, you know, with that character from Invincible, if they simplified it a bit just so it's easier to animate, don't see any problem with that. Now, if it's a situation where the art quality is bad and there's no animation, looking at you, Junji Ito series. Now, when I say the series, I mean the anime, not the artist, because if you've seen some Junji Ito art, you know that is horrifically phenomenal work. But when the animation, when that anime adapted it, not only did they lose the detail, but it wasn't even animated. So that one's a crime all on its own. Like, if you're gonna lower the detail, it better be due to the sake of animation. But if you're not doing this for the sake of animation, you should not lower the detail. And in the case of Invincible, I think it's fine to lower the animation, or lower the detail a bit, just to get that animation done, because that character did move around. And that character... he doesn't sound like a one-off character, so I can imagine, you know... especially with the way they left it, he was, you know, he... okay, first of all, Tima, Kui, thank you. Tima, thank you for the 4. Kui, thank you for the 5. Secondly, why? Hold on a minute. Why? Why? What? Why? Why? Save your money. Why are we at level 3 already? Why? Also, let me try to catch up some things. Maybe is cute and cool. Lies and slander, I know you there, SK. Alright, let me see. Sword. Sword indeed. So cool as always. Thank you, I'm glad to hear. I'm digitizing my recipe book. Ooh. What kind of recipes? Pastries? Main dishes? Side dishes? Desserts? I'm hoping it's desserts. Desserts sound good. Well, now y'all especially should go check out Winter. If they're making recipes and all of that sort of stuff, that usually means food. Yo, Goat. Welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out. Well, we gotta give a couple of shout outs. One. Let's give a shout out to one single goat. And let's give a shout out to Tima. Tima, really awesome people. Really cool streams. Really awesome times. Go check out the Tima. I highly recommend. And 10, thank you for gifting Jay a sub. I greatly appreciate that. Art streams indeed. Save your money. Why are y'all doing this? I just need to, let's see. I just need my mouth to move and my tail to wag. See, there you go. Talk about animations. Sometimes simple animations work too. Especially if you're making it yourself. If you're making your animations yourself, oh yeah. It depends on how passionate you are about animation. If you're someone like me who is half and half, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like animations. I like making animations. Good lord, is it? Oh wait, I'm already zoomed in. Good lord, is it a pain sometimes? I'm not gonna deny. I like making animations, but holy moly, is it sometimes a pain? But the end it's just like live 2D rigging. Okay, not just like live 2D rigging. I say that in the sense of sometimes it's a pain. It's definitely a lot of work. But at the end of the day, once you see the end result, you realize why you did all of this. Plus, while you're working on it, sometimes you can just let your brain turn off. You don't actually, or sometimes you don't have to think. Once you're in a certain point of the animation phase, you just wander. You just drift while you make lines and fill in color spots. You're just like, like, what you doing there? Not thinking. All right, let's see. That's all I need to be, Lampy? That's fair, that's fair. There are two sides arguing about that character, so I knew it was a question I wanted to ask. Ah, fair. What are they arguing about, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? I'm eventually going to get you to draw my new mascot. Ooh, I would be honored to work on that mascot. But yeah, how you be there, Tima? How you be there, Tron? Lampy looks at model, looks at house. That's fine house you got there. God, Junji Ito. Junji Ito is so good. Yes. His artwork, like, holy mo. That's why I'm mad about the anime. Like I said, when you're working on Junji Ito work, I mean, when you gotta animate that, you gotta adapt it. Like how they do a lot with JoJo's. You gotta adapt that, or any anime in general. You gotta adapt the art to work as a moving thing. But in the case of that anime adaptation, if it ain't moving, don't mess with it. But if it ain't moving, why is it an anime? Why is it an anime if it ain't moving? Then again, to be fair, when you think about classic animes, like really old animes, there was a lot of not moving going on when you think about it. I wanted that 5 gift sub badge. What is the 5 gift sub badge? Also, let's give a shout out to Yuriko as well. Did I give a shout out to Timma yet? If I haven't, let me correct that. Go check out Timma. They play a good variety of games. Very, very chill times. Really awesome people. Really cool. Yeah, they're just really cool streams in general. They play all sorts of stuff. Oh, let's see. Looks at model, looks at commissioner. That's a fine house you got there. Yeah, exactly. Time for arson? Always time for arson. Always get that arson. I love Dawn? No. All my recipes... Oh, all my recipes. My binder got angry. Oh, fair. Yeah. Sometimes paper stuff, or, you know, like, just sometimes the physical stuff. You need both options. You need the physical work to make sure that if your computer goes kaput, you'll be fine. You also need that, what the? Yo, single goat. Thank you for the... Or, yeah, yo, goat. Thank you for the...
Beep boop.
Beep boop. Hold on a minute. Okay. Before we catch up with anything, we gotta say this. Or, not so much gotta, but I really want to. Goat, thank you for gifting a tier 1. I greatly appreciate it. Since you just subscribed for yourself, and this is your first... Or, yeah, since you just subscribed for yourself, you have the opportunity to drop a message in the chat that you would like as a text-to-speech, and I will add it manually and have the bird say whatever message it is you like. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I want you to know the option is available if you choose to do so. Just let me know what message it is, and I will add it to the text-speech. And then boom, there you go. And like how you saw with Destroyer's message. Speaking of, yo, Destroyer, thank you for the 28 months. It's been 28 already. It's been like over 2 years. Let's give a shout out to Timma again. Go check them out. I don't know if I did it already, but you should go check out Timma. And let's give a shout out to Destroyer. I'm losing track of all the people that I gave shout outs to. So we're just gonna rush in there. Go check out Destroyer as well. They play a good variety of games. If you're a fan of shooters, if you're a fan of top-down strategy games, all that sort of stuff, go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. I'm trying to catch up with things. We're going to get there slowly but surely, little by little. We're going to get there. Let's also give a shout out to Yuriko. Yuriko's insane in the best ways possible. Go check out Yuriko. I highly recommend. Also, all right, now let me catch up with things. Let me catch up with stuff, because I know I missed a lot of reading. Recipes. Let me see. I'm writing a cookbook from my mom's recipe box. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. Speaking of recipes. So, you always want a physical thing and a digital thing. Because if that physical thing goes up in smoke, you at least know you have the files in your computer. If your computer goes kaput, at least you know you have the physical options in your hands. If everything went up in the house fire, well, I don't know what to tell you. Ooh, bird. I like that bird. Did I make that an emote? Did I just draw bird emote? Or draw like dancing bird emote? Also, Wild American appears. You're in the right place. Thank you for the giant emote. I greatly appreciate that. Burb. But yeah, let me try to catch up. Gotta scroll back up because I know I missed a lot of messages. But yeah, what sort of cookbook you're working on there, Quee? Moth, you better be taking care. I can only promise to try. Also take this here, Blobby. Go check out Blobby Derp. I highly recommend it. Really funny people, really chill times, really cool folks. Overall, just really great environment. I've actually met a lot of people through, or yeah, after meeting Blobby, I've seen a whole other side of the internet groups, and I can definitely tell you, Blobby knows a lot of, or yeah, I've met a lot of amazing people by getting to, yeah, by meeting Blobby. And, but that's not the only reason to go check out Blobby. Blobby themselves, really awesome people, really amazing person, really cool streams. If you like perfume making, if you like chill video game streams, if you like games like Marathon, or even like just crafting streams, or even like video editing and stuff like that, or even music stream. I don't know about music, but video editing streams, go check out Blobby. They, like I said, they are the epitome of variety stream. You never know what you're gonna get. But you know one thing is guaranteed, gotta be a cool time. Why are you licking Blobby, Quee? Why are you licking Blobby? Lines and color line. Oh, let's see. Lines and color lines and color. I'm gonna come quick because I feel like, or I feel rather sick, and I think I'm gonna die. What sort of song is that? I'm back. Welcome back, Beck. Choo choo, choo choo indeed. Now stop it. Comic fans, they did him dirty. He looks like the Source Plus looks less menacing. No, he doesn't look, or he looks nothing like the Source, plus looks less menacing. Animation fans, think of the animators, especially with all the action movement. I could see why the comic fans would be mad. I could see why that would be. Because whenever you take any adaptation and you change it up a bit, you're never gonna be able to meet their expectations. Or if you make any slight change, even if it's for the better or for the, yeah, even if the slight change is for the better, whoever watched it from the beginning is not gonna look at the, or read it from the beginning is not gonna enjoy any change you make. But let me double check on this one again. Let me go see something before I continue on with this rant, because I want to look at the character's design again. And I'm trying not to say the words out loud. Okay, I see him in the comic, and I see him in the cartoon. I see the two designs that they gave him. And I will say that, yes, based off of what they had in the comic, here's the thing, I will say this. Based off of what they had in the comic, he definitely looks 10 times more menacing than what they have in the cartoon. But at the same time, looking at what they have in the comic, I would hate to have to animate all of what they expected from that character. Again, that's the difference of comics and mangas versus animation. When you're working on a still image, you could go as ham as you like. You could put all the fine little designs, all the fine little details, every little thing that you want to add, like, ooh, what if I put this? What if I add that? How about I make it like this? Oh, this is coming out really, really well. Now imagine the person who has to make that move. If I was the person who had to make that move, I would either have to say, you are either paying for my, you're either gonna have to pay me for the whole year. This is gonna be my life's work now if you expect me to draw all of this and make it animated, or expect this to not move at all. And I know that sounds ungrateful or even spoiled or entitled to some people, but I'm gonna let you know. How many of y'all have tried animation? How many of y'all have kind of, how many of y'all tried animation? How do y'all feel about animation? Like working on it, not animation in general, because I feel like that's one thing I always want to talk about this one, because I feel like a lot of people don't give animation the credit it's due, because when they look at it like, oh my god, this looked amazing, this looked phenomenal, no one's considering how many months that one person has been on it. Crazy. Been on or working on that animation. Except in the case of what's it called? What's that one anime? Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, that one. I'm never gonna stop talking about that one. And Studio Ghibli, because their animations were absolutely amazing. Absolutely epic. God, I'm never working for them. I'm never gonna stop saying that. All right, let me catch up some things. Because we're falling behind a lot, but we're getting there little by little, slowly but surely. This is what happens when I rant. Also, let's go back to the previous thing I was working on, because I still need to work on that sword while I rant. I think that's a better idea, because that's where I keep missing the mark on this. All right, let's see. Fun vintage anime fact. One of the reasons Akira looks so good is because they actually animated more full frames than any other hand-drawn anime as a portion of runtime. Wait, let me see. They actually animated more full frames than any other hand-drawn anime as a portion of runtime. Oh. Wait, what do you mean by full frames? I saw, oh, thank you for the hydrate there, Amber. I greatly appreciate that. I saw advertisement for something called Baki the Brawler once, and I couldn't tell if the animation was stylized or just or just took horrible shortcuts. Hard to say. Hard to say. Because remembering Baki, that style is a unique style. Some people will look at it and say that is peak power. Other people will say, why does it look like that? Human bodies don't work like that. So it depends entirely. Yeah, shout out everyone. Good point. Let's also give a shout out to Brace. Go check out Brace too. If you like nerdy talks, nerdy people, go check out Brace. And when I say all of this stuff, I mean this with absolute respect. Really awesome people. If you're a fan of talking about the nerdy stuff, this is a really, really good place to go. Because they do all sorts of computer stuff. Oh, I should tell you. This person has managed to pull off making a case where they can just take their entire PC setup wherever they go. If they're going on a trip, if they're going on a trip, if they're going out of state, out of country, wherever they're going, they can take their entire PC with them. Not have to bring a laptop, not have to use whatever phone or anything like that. No, their entire PC goes with them. And as more astounding, doesn't break along the way. That's a really big accomplishment right there. Finally home. Welcome back home. No, wait, that didn't work. Welcome back there, John. If everything goes up in fire, pray for your carbonate subscription in lapse. True, true. Just old recipes and stuff. All right, let's see. Just old recipes and stuff that grandma and my mom had. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I bet they made really great food. We working on a cookbook? From what I hear, Quee's working on a cookbook. May share with other people other than family members. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. Blobby is a gacha streamer? Wait, there might be. Blobby, you a gacha streamer? There's a possibility. Yep, I'm back. Welcome back, Beck. Actually, I will be lurking again. I gotta do some post-work self-care. All good, all good. You take care of what you gotta take care of, and I hope it goes well. Pokemon. Welcome on in there, Karibo Lord. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. There is a reason animation has teams of people to get it done commercially. Very true. That's why it's not just one person. It's like a whole studio to animate. Even then, that still wouldn't work. I still wouldn't do it. I'm glad I kept my animation... Oh, I'm glad I kept my animation GIFs. It's enough work there. True. Exactly. Even with GIFs, it's still a lot of work. Honestly, it sounds super reasonable to me, but I'm also a fiber artist, and we're severely underrated and underappreciated. True. I mean, to be fair, most physical art, most visual arts are usually underappreciated, but that's just how things be. Listen, Jujutsu Kaisen is epic. Oh, it is, but imagine being the animator. I think they already had stories of animators where they didn't even go home. They just went to sleep in their studio just so they could get it done in time. I can't draw a convincing stick figure, so animators like the divine beings are like divine beings to me. Also fair and reasonable. Even like stick figure animations, those are still pretty epic. Yo, Jay, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. I can't... Oh, wait, I read that one. The only animation I can do is Lego stop motion. Does that even count? I would say it counts. I mean, again, stop motion is still a form of animation. Look at any of the Tim Burton movies. They still have to make each and every one of those frames little by little. They just have to slowly but surely just inch that figure over a little bit just to get that frame animation. And with Legos, I think it's still the same thing. Let's also give a shout out to J-Spike. We're currently working on a project for them. We're currently working on a profile picture and some banner stuff. So look forward to that in the future. I'm hoping to have it done by this April. Actually, I'm hoping to get all my projects done by April. Because we're down to 3 projects. And granted... 2 of them are going to take a bit of time, but I think overall, those 3 should be done by April. So I'll have commissions open again soon. Also, let's see. Instead of having a background and things moving, each frame was a full animation. Oh, fair. Jesus, that's a lot of work right there. I know invincible animations are memed on by moving PNGs on screen, but I still respect their budget management. When it does matter, it's the important fight. Yes, exactly. As I was saying before, when it comes to, at least with Invincible, they make sure that the ones that count are the ones that are big. Again, God, I could list off the certain animations where they got real cheap, but when they came to certain points, like the Omni-Man scene, both Omni-Man scenes, both Omni-Man major fights, actually all 3 major Omni-Man fights, they made sure that his fights got the utmost respect. And they were brutal. Those were epic, catastrophic, and absolutely terrifying. And they made sure it was done right. All of them. And then season 2 happened, and, you know, they were still ragging on that one until that last episode of the Invincible fight rolled on in. And that fight made Omni-Man's fight look like a joke. Because if you thought the Omni-Man fight was brutal... Jesus Christ, this dude. Holy cow, that was... Yeah. That's all I could really say was, yeah. Jesus. But it was epic, and they made sure it was epic. They made sure that you got your money's worth, even if you didn't... Well, you did pay for the freaking Amazon Prime. Or, yeah, Amazon Prime, I think that's what it is. Yeah. They still made sure that you paid for that, so I guess it was worth the money's worth. Yeah, so there you go. The long story short, the point I'm trying to say is, when they made sure that you had to work on things that are on that Well, when they made sure that they worked on the animation, ooh, they worked on that animation. I wonder if One Punch Man fixed anything. Also, ads start in a minute. In the meantime, let me catch up with things. Let's see. Okay, so we caught up with that one. The PC is the travel on case. Yeah, the PC. Yeah, the travel on case, I believe. No, I don't stream gacha. I don't stream gacha often, actually. Oh, well, see, there you go. So Blobby doesn't stream the gacha. Understandable. Also, thank you for the hydrate there, Sherbert. And let's give a shout out to the Sherbert. Go check out Sherbert. We're gonna get to drawing eventually. This is usually how the streams usually go. I try to draw, I try to catch up with reading, so I usually read everything. And once the chat starts to slow down, we get back into the drawing when everyone's already tired and just chilling and sitting back and all of that. So don't worry about it. We'll eventually get back to that drawing. But yeah, go check out Sherbert. They do a lot of art, really cool streams, really fun times, absolute gremlin. Go check them out. You're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't. Maybe a bit more, or yeah, maybe a bit of Limbus Company weeklies once in a while. Ah, fair. Also, welcome on in there, Mech. You mean Season 3 fight, right? Oh, that was Season 3. Wait, which one was Season 2 then? I'm trying to remember what happened in Season 2. Blobby is the gacha, is what I meant. Oh, gotcha. Oh, then yeah, the end of Season 3 fight is what I meant. The one that involved a beach is the best I could really say. That's the best way I could put it without spoiling anything. Let's just say a beach was involved. And it was brutal. I think that part should be good.
Moth Tax. This is your Streamly Moth Tax. Good to see you back, Lampy.
No, save your money. No moth tax. Save your bits. Also, welcome on in there, Night Shadow. Let's give a shout out to Night Shadow. We're gonna wait for the ads to go before we give a shout out to Night Shadow. But yeah, outside of that, I've been doing all right. Just talk about animations and stuff, all that good stuff. But yeah, now that the ads are over, go check out what's it called? Go check out Night Shadow. Really cool streams, really awesome folks, really cool times over there. I highly recommend it. Season 2 was the Angstrom portal hopping fight. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean now. I remember now. Yeah, I forgot. That's the one where Invincible, yeah, he did that. And he thought he... Okay, I remember now. I was gonna say, like, wait, wasn't the Angstrom fight right before the other fight? Right before the Conquest fight? And then I remembered. Oh, wait, right, yeah, there was two fights. There was that one and the, yeah, okay, now I remember, yeah. I forgot about the... I don't know why, but those two kind of just blended together. I don't know why they blended together, but they did. I completely forgot that he was... Yeah. Crazy times. Thanks, Lampy. Yeah, no problem. And no thank you for something by. I greatly appreciate it. I'm out at the moment, so I shall be lurking. All good. You do your lurk. You do your lurking, and I hope whatever it is that you do, I hope it goes well. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the stream. While we try to figure out just what on earth I'm trying to draw here. Okay, so I'm looking at all of this, and I'm starting to think, flip. Oh, that's flip vertical, but if I flip horizontal... No, that was horizontal. I'm trying to flip vertical. Oh, there it is. I knew something was off. It also didn't quite hit the mark, but that's okay. I know what we could do to fix that. Here's what we got to do. We're going to cut this section in half. Or we're going to cut off the pommel. Right, we got to merge these two lines together. Going to cut off the pommel. And since this is rather blurry, yeah, you know what? It's not too bad. I think. Actually, let's not, let's go back over here. Because what I wanted to do was this. I wanted to bump one of these up. That should be perfect. Now merge these together. Then take that pommel, lop that off. I'm trying to look at this though. Do I need to redraw it? Because it feels a little like it's a little blurry. I feel like I need to redraw this. Especially this part. I feel like I need to fix this part up a bit. So, new layer. We're going to call this one sword. We're going to take this layer. We're going to rename this to just 2. And we should be good with that. All right, let's see. It's okay. Everyone else forgot Season 2 because they were disappointed from the animation drop. You know what? Funny enough, I didn't even consider the animation drop. Lampy, would you like food pics? Always. Always food. Nothing but food. But yeah, going back to the Invincible Season 2, I don't know what it was, but there was definitely something that felt missing, felt lacking. Although, to be fair, it's also Invincible 2, or Season 2 of Invincible. I feel like that was more build-up than anything else. Instead of it just being... what's the word I'm looking for? Instead of it being something where you're supposed to... I'm trying to remember I'm trying to figure out the exact words for this. Because this part's going to be a little tricky. Well, actually, I don't even need this line. Now that we know where the middle part is, we could actually work with this. But yeah, going back to it. Season 2 of Invincible, it felt more like it was a stepping stone, if you will. Not in an insulting way, mind you. It just felt more like this wasn't supposed to be a big bombastic moment in Invincible. It's more supposed to be setting things up for something bigger in Season 3 and 4 and stuff like that. That's how I felt about, or yeah, now that I look back on it, in retrospect, that's how I feel about in Season 2. Like, Season 2 isn't supposed to be the big moment. Season 2 is supposed to be building up to the big moment in Season 3. And Season 3 definitely had some big moments, let's be honest with you. Actually, Season 3 had a... Yeah, Season 3 had a lot of big moments. Also, let me see. Oh, whoops. Almost messed up there. Boom, there we go. Sent. Alright, let me see. Food. Food. Ooh, I see chicken. Oh, I think that's chicken. I see potentially chicken. I see onion rings, and I don't know what that is, but that looks really, really good. Thank you for the food pics. I greatly appreciate that. Always love food. Even if I don't react to it a lot, mostly because my brain is fried. All right, let me see. Next step. So we're just going to redraw this so it has a cleaner, so it has a cleaner line setup. Because I'm going to be honest, while working on this, I feel like the lines, now that I had to resize the sword a bit, because I don't feel like it was, well, when I drew it the first time, it was way too small. I feel like I needed to redraw the sword. Not only redraw the sword, but also adjust the proportions of said sword. That's what we're currently doing right now, is trying to adjust the proportions of said sword. And luckily, since we already know that this is going to be a symmetrical sword, Or, you know, the design of the sword is going to be very symmetrical. We don't have to worry too much about redrawing the whole thing. We just have to draw one half, and then we flip this sucker. That is our game plan. Now let's increase the size of this brush. Or increase the size of the eraser. That's the word I'm looking for. That part should be good. Now let's round out this bottom half a bit. That should be set. Maybe even clean it up a little bit more over. That should be grand. That should be alright right there. There we go. It's mushroom, actually. Wait, which one's mushroom? Oh, wait, the chicken was mushroom? Fried mushroom. Oh, let's see, fried mushroom. Oh, fair. I thought that was chicken. I'm gonna be honest, every time I see anything that looks deep fried or breaded, I'm automatically assuming it's chicken, right? It's chicken. It looks like chicken. I'm assuming it's chicken. It's chicken, right? Except for anything that looks like a ring. If it looks deep fried or breaded and it looks like a ring, I'm assuming it's an onion ring. But that's because that's the only thing I know. That's all I've ever learned. Did you know these high schools don't teach you how to do taxes? Yo, Phoenix, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I hope things be well. I hope things be good. I hope you're enjoying the stream and all that. The last one is a cheese and mushroom croissant and some drinks. Non-alcoholic, of course. Ooh. I heard croissant. Oh, mushroom croissant. Ooh, nice. I also like the fact that there's cheese on the croissant. Invincible Season 2 had that Stone Ocean release batch issue from what I remember. Oh yeah, the one where they only showed you like 4 episodes and then they stopped right there and then they had you wait for the other 4 episodes or something like that. Yeah, that might also explain why that one didn't fare very well. I'm glad they stopped doing that. I like the weekly thing. That's fair. Most of the time it's chicken. That's fair, that's fair. They are onion rings, but they are also fried calamari with them. Ooh. I would like to say more about that, except I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't really say if that's good or not, but it sounds good. I know a lot of people that like calamari. It's just kind of blurred. Oh, let's see. It's just kind of blurred. Oh, buried under the onion rings. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, schools never teach you the important stuff like doing taxes. They don't. You have to learn that stuff later down the road. It's like they wanted us to not pay taxes, right? Speaking of which, stop paying lampy taxes. Stop paying lamp taxes. Hey, put that away. I'm traumatized now. Put what away? The gun? Oh. You know what? Actually, you know what? You're right. I should put away the gun. Where's the other one, though? I should put away the gun and replace it with a flamethrower. Flamethrower is always a good option. Always. If the gun ain't good enough, always bring out the flamethrower. And just set everything on fire. I've been finding more and more reasons to pull out the flamethrower. Mostly because I didn't make this entire animation thing here. Uh-oh. Thank you for the crab rave there, Spock. I greatly appreciate that. I forgot that crab rave cannot be heard in the zoom in, so you can't really see that part. Well, it is what it is. Alright, let's see. A moth pointed a gun at me. I'm suing the country. Let me in on that lawsuit. I need money. We did learn accounting in school. You learned accounting. All I learned was earth science. And how to apply for jobs. Spoilers, it didn't work. It was just really... It never worked. Also, thank you for the 7-stream streak there. Yeah, thank you for the 7-stream streak there, Phoenix. I greatly appreciate that. Funny you say that, since Netflix says they don't know when episode 2 of Steel Ball Run will come out, JoJo fans are pulling a Yu-Gi-Oh card by spamming "when's the next episode" in all Netflix posts. Wait. Did the JoJo fans not know that that was supposed to be like a teaser episode, like a pilot? Not so much like a pilot episode, but something similar to a pilot episode. It's like a teaser... Yeah, a teaser episode, if I'm correct. That's what the first episode of Steel Ball Run was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be the whole series off the bat just yet. It was supposed to be, you know, here's a glimpse of what we have in store. We'll give you more information on when it comes out later. Also, Almond, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate that. Here you go there, Almond. How am I trying to spell? There we go. Go check out that Pitiful Almond. They also do art, really amazing streams, really amazing stuff. Go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. And everybody stopping by from Almond Stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized mouth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We are currently working on a character sheet for the bird. Humanoid form version of the bird, all that other stuff. Right now, we're currently working on the sword, but I'm also talking about animations, character designs, Steel Ball Run, or JoJo's Steel Ball Run, stuff like that. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay, and if you got to take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to go around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. How was the arting on your end there, Almond? I hope it went well. I hope it was good. We're just going to draw some lines, and then we're going to catch up with the reading, because we got a lot of reading to do. Also, if you like streams where they may or may not scream like crazy, go check out Almond. Wait, do you still do the screaming stuff, or is that I should check out again. I've only seen like the art streams, and yeah, last I checked was the art streams. I don't know if the other games where they have the screamings and stuff. It's been quite a minute. Also, welcome on in there, Bronze Kettle and Wind Hill. How y'all be? I hope things are going well. That was good. Working on Easter things. Ooh, Easter. I have not worked on anything Easter related. Should I? I feel like I should. I'll figure that one out when we get there. Yeah, I do Phasmo. Ah, so the scream will still be there. As soon as I heard Phasmo, like, okay, you know what? Fair. It's... Folks, if you like to scare somebody in Phasmo, this is a good place to go. Or if you just want to see someone get scared in Phasmo, also a good place to go. Also, let me see. What did Rikuyo say? Let me see. Oh, that's from a different conversation. You're allergic to seafood? New lore unlocked. Unfortunately, I've talked about this one before where I had some seafood and my face felt puffy, and well, luckily I didn't die, but that gave me a good hint, like, yeah, you know what, maybe I should stop while I'm behind. Yeah, let's see. I only got accounting in high school, but nothing for taxes. I didn't even get accounting in high school. All I got was algebra and geometry. That's as far as it went. Fair enough. Yeah. I didn't learn anything important till college. That's the best way for me to put it. I didn't learn anything important till college. The only thing I learned in high school was... And it sucks. I didn't even learn how to socialize in high school. I learned that in college too. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Doing pretty well. The weather has calmed down finally, thank God. So definitely a lot easier to work with things in life. Because before, the weather was god-awfully warm. And good lord, did I hate that. But now, things have calmed down. Things have cooled off. Things have settled and things have chilled. Finally. so I can get back to drawing and animating and not feeling like I'm dying. I'm still gonna take a break though, because brain, even though the weather has calmed down, my brain still needs help. I'm gonna give that brain the help that it needs for the meantime. Maybe start going for walks. Just wake up in the day like, you know what? Since I ain't gotta deal with streaming, I'm just gonna go for a walk. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm just gonna play Night Rain all day. That's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna try to play Night Rain, but I'm also gonna be doing a lot of work. So maybe we'll figure that one out when we get there. We will figure that one out when we get there. Also, let's make this hilt a little bit smaller. Something there should be good. Because I want the blade of the sword to be, you know, to pop up just a little bit more. Actually, no, we don't even need to reduce the width of the hilt. It's just that we needed the blade to be larger. Granted, this part might be a little too much. But I don't care, I like it. That's all that matters. Alright, let's see. And I'm liking how it's coming out. Ooh, nice, I'm glad to hear. Hello, how's it going? I'm doing alright. It's not warm anymore, so thank God. Alright, come back and it's Lampy. Lampy with a gun. Yeah. Ignore the fact that Lampy has, 7 legs. Well, technically 3 arms. Ignore 3 arms. That's just a mutation. I mean, what? Let's see. I didn't see it being a teaser. Thought it was the start of the series. Oh, yeah. I mean, technically it is the first episode of the series, but I don't think it was supposed to be like, alright, this is where it begins. Now you're going to get to see episode week after week. I think it was like one of those things where here's the first episode to hold you down. We'll come back with the rest of them at a later time. I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I last remember seeing from all of that. Yeah, let's see. I'm taking a break. Oh, I'm taking a break because of taking care of my mental for a while before I go down the rabbit hole of horror. You know what? That is honestly fair and reasonable and always a good thing to do. Take that breaks. Do what I'm trying to do. Take those breaks when you can. Think about your mental state while you have the opportunity to do so. Don't be like me where you keep on pushing yourself to the point where you think, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's not fine. I didn't realize how fried my brain was. Yeah, I don't think it's fine at all. Although I will say one thing. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so speaking of taking mental breaks and all of that, I definitely got 100% confirmation that I definitely need a break. Like, I got the sign when watching back on one of my streams, because I wanted to get clips and all of that stuff, and I realized I just remembered today that there was a stream where I was at the starting soon screen for like 20 whole minutes. Yeah, I need a break. Because I think a 20-minute, like, taking that long to start the stream, I feel personally, I did something unexcusable. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. I need to adjust that, or more importantly, I need to take the break that I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. But luckily, that's the worst of the worst. Because, let's be honest, it could be a whole lot worse. But, still, regardless, this is definitely a sign that I need to quit while I'm ahead. Or, you know, not quit while I'm ahead, but take a break while I'm behind. Because, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, quit while I'm ahead. I think that's the best way to put it. Not in actuality, like, not actually just quit, but you know what I mean. I need to take a break. I need to take a break before things potentially get worse. So let's get that break. Let's rest up a bit. And when I come back, I still have no idea what I'm going to do. Also, we need to bring the music back. All right, let me catch up with things. working on drawings, and chilling in streams and vibing. Ooh, nice. That's always a good way to go about things. That's always a good life right there. What if you did die and you're just one of those who live in death? And I gotta watch out for anyone named D. Because one, they don't like people who live in death, and two, you already know I'm gonna make a D's nuts joke. Unless it's about having 7 legs. Well, technically 3 arms. 1 arm to hold the flamethrower, 2 arms to hold the gun. I don't know how a 3rd arm showed up, but it did. Lampy only walking if it means Choco Tacos. That depends on the Choco Taco. If Lampy mutated, does that mean he's an X-Man? Nah, they wouldn't accept me. Maybe I might be able to be accepted by Magneto if I go along with that plan. But then that just becomes survival of the fittest, and then that's just the bug revolution all over again. And we've all talked about this, or I've mentioned this one before. If there's a whole talk about bug revolution, like if there was a bunch of streamers that said, you know what, let's do this one event where the bugs try to take over, I'm gonna be on the opposite end of that fight. Because a buggy bug world is a very, very terrifying situation. I prefer the situation where there's law and order that I don't have to follow. But if it's a world where it's a bug-eat bug world with all them giant bugs, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out very well for me. So, let's stick with society. Or at least that's my mental game plan. So, it's gonna be that one situation where you have that whole war going on and there's just that one defect, or yeah, the one that defects. Like, wait, you're a bug. I thought you'd be all for this. You have any idea what a buggy bug world looks like? I don't want to live in that world. I like the world where people are peaceful and a little more calm than that, and they're not trying to eat each other, and I could just rob banks all day. What? Also, Glyph Up, thank you for the hydrate. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. Also, thank you for the quack there, Nazcat. Hey, Nazcat, welcome on in. So tired? Mood. I still need to get that WD-40 for this chair, because I keep hearing it. And it's been getting louder and louder by the day. Check out Nazcat. I highly recommend it. Really awesome people, really cool streams, all that good stuff. They also do art. They also play a good variety of games. Really awesome folks. If you haven't checked them out, you're doing yourself a disservice. What are you working on tonight? Good question. We are currently I'm currently working on Sword at the moment. But that's because that's just one of the many things for this here character sheet that we got going on. We gotta take a minute, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. Well, I like the fans bullying Netflix cuts. I think it's funny. You know what? Also fair and reasonable. Like if it were most other things. I mean, if it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Netflix, bully away. I don't care. I got another invincible question. What are Omni-Man's hero costume colors? Why do I feel like this is one of those, psychological thoughts? Where you look at the color scheme, like, well, obviously that's this color, and it's like, well, if you actually take these 2 color tones, it's actually blue and yellow. Instead of, wait, what was it? Oh, it's actually blue and black, not yellow and white. And I'm sitting here thinking, ain't no way. And then you just take one half of it, like, oh my god, it is actually blue and black. How? Doesn't make any sense. Lampy, would you join the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? Possibly. Until I find out it's survival, or, you know, the strongest rules all, and the only rule is the one at the top, and it's like, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I want this no more. People love bug. Yes, exactly. Long live Bug. Yeah, it's a rather world where Bug gets to live a long life instead of being snatched up by some other bug in an instant. Yeah. Come on, humor me. What are Omni-Man's colors? Make me. Like, I feel like this is a trick. Obviously, they're... Okay, obviously, Omni-Man's colors are red and Blue Eyes White Dragon white. Yes, we had to bring up Yu-Gi-Oh! At least once today. At least one stream, we had to bring it up. I'm good. Gonna take an antibiotic in 30 minutes, then probably head to bed. Just wanted to join in and see what you're up to. Ah, fair. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I hope things are going well. I hope things be good on your end. Oh, wait, you already just answered that question. Don't worry about it. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Just, I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope you get some good rest when the time rolls around. In the meantime, we're just working on Sword. Because I like saying Sword. We always got to make sure that the W is in there when we say Sword. Much like how... What was the... Oh, just like how we got to say it in a very funny way when we talk about Helldivers. We always got to make sure that we got to make these words sound a little more unusual. Well, we don't have to, but I like to because I think it's funny. Good reason to follow Magneto. The Xavier School. Oh, good reason to follow Magneto. The Xavier School for Gifted. Oh yeah, true. Magneto just accepts anyone so long as they're not a mutant. The last I remember, or no, the other way around. So long as they're not a normie, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Lampy. Your kindness almost forgives your crimes, but not enough. Off to jail? Make me. Let's see. So close. According to the artists, Omni-Man's costume is red and blue. Yeah, that's what I said. Blue Eyes White Dragon white. Like, they call it... Well, actually, no. That would have been the opposite way. You know what? Fair enough. I assumed there was blue in it. That's why I went with Blue Eyes White Dragon white, because it looks very blue, but when I see every other iteration of Omni-Man, it's a very dim white. I blame NetherRealm for that. So you think the Moto family is related? Okay, and we're back. I don't know why, but OBS is dying on me again. That's not good. It might be because of that. It might be because of these wires. I'm gonna try to just mess around with these wires a little bit. Clean it up a little more. Make things a little bit easier to work with. Okay, I think we should be good now. Hopefully. F to OBS? Yeah, 07 OBS. Hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you for the shout out. Lovely. Late response, cuz was in the middle of a game. All good there, Sherbert, all good. I hope things have been going well on your end. Still Blue Eyes White Dragon, according to the original TCG art. Yeah, true. Blue Eyes White Dragon, according to the OG TCG art. That thing is definitely a blue, but they keep calling it white. I guess Omni-Man has the opposite situation, where they keep calling it blue, but it keeps ending up white. If that makes any sense. Something like that. I don't know. It's weird to say. I'm really tired today, and a little headachy. How are you? Oh, they're talking to Shadow. Or, yeah, they're talking to Night Shadow. Wrong story. Okay, so going back to it, I would say... Honestly, I don't even think that... Okay, to bring this one up, buffering again? Oh, dang. Anyone who stopped in, I would recommend resetting refreshing the page. If you're struggling with the channel, I would say refresh the page, because whenever it does that OBS thing, it usually messes up a bit, and the best way to solve that solution is just refresh the page and everything should be all good again. Back? Welcome back, Beck. Alright, so talking about that whole thing about is Yugi and the Pharaoh related, or is Yugi an ancestor of the Pharaoh, or is that just something where they just both have a similar style? Or something like that. I feel like the style was there just so... Well, actually, no, because they did that with Bakura as well. I don't know. On one hand, I feel like... Or, yeah, was Yugi and the Pharaoh looked the same just because he was destined to solve the puzzle? Honestly, it's hard to say. Part of me kind of feels like they just did... Okay, to put the lazy route on it, but even then, I'm not too invested in this theory. Part of me feels like they did that just so you could, let's see what I'm looking for. Just so you could swap between the two a lot more easily. But at the same time, that feels like a lazy, or the lazy route. And at the same time, part of me doesn't feel exactly like maybe that's why they did it. I feel like they were supposed to have some sort of, I mean, obviously they were supposed to have some sort of connection. That's why they both look the same. Especially even in the spirit world, they both practically look the same with some slight distinct features. So I don't know what the de facto reasoning for it was, but I'm pretty sure it was more than yeah, part of me still feels like it has to be more than just, oh yeah, if we make them look the same, the people will recognize them better. Because I don't know, that seems a little off, even for the earlier episodes. But I don't have a distinct answer for that one either, because that one... I feel like you would have to... Well, yeah, easier said than done now. I was gonna say, I feel like that would have to be a question that only the creator could really answer. Like, why did they look so similar? Maybe there's an answer out there already. Maybe someone already asked that question. Maybe there's already an interview that had that question answered. It's hard to say. Because the only two distinct things... The only few... Or, how do I put it? The only theories I could possibly have on this, if I'm just brainstorming it off the back of my... Or, yeah. Off the cuff right now, would have to be either A... They, yeah, either A... Apologies there, folks, and we're back. So, I'm looking at the cables here, and I'm just trying to mess out around with cables to make sure nothing is touching nothing's touching any of the things here. I'm trying to make sure that nothing touches the cable that's holding the adapter or the router or any of that stuff. Because I feel like that might be what's messing things up, or otherwise I have no idea what it is. This tends to happen sometimes. I'm trying to make it happen less. So I'm trying to make sure that the cables are less likely to touch things. That's trickier than expected. Let's move this controller out of the way. There might also be that too. Let's just clear this table up a little bit more, and hopefully that fixes problems. I would recommend restarting the stream one more time, but at the same time, I feel like, just to be safe, let's just let it ride for a moment. Let's make sure that everything's clear, because if this happens 2 more times, I might have to just call it a night early, because if it's just going to keep breaking on me, then it's not, I don't know. Hopefully we got things hopefully sorted out. His internet hates answering theories tonight, it seems. Apparently so. Got milk? I wish. But I think there is milk in the house. Alright, anyway. Thanks for the gift sub, I really appreciate it. Yeah, whoever gifted Raven King a sub, I greatly appreciate that one. Also, welcome on in there, Raven King. I hope you enjoy those emotes. Buffering either A. Oh, yeah, it just died on me again. It's still in the red. Okay, it's back in green. I think it's just one of those situations where it's just not a good day. It might also be because it's a Friday. Friday tends to have a lot of problems. Actually, no, I don't know what happened, but apparently we're just having problems. I gotta start messing around with the wires again. I gotta separate the wires and stuff. Things are going well. The YCH is fun. Loving getting all the animation practice. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I'm glad to hear it. Also, I hope that animation gets you a lot of commissions, because them commissions really... Or, yeah, that egg animation, it was really, really cool. I like that one. Eating the wires? Oh, eats the wires. Stop eating the wires. That's why we don't have good internet. Yeah, I just noticed the fans are having a gold-blue dress debate now now with the blue-white Omni-Man outfit. Yeah, most definitely. It depends on who you ask. Alright, let me try to catch up some things. We're gonna shotgun these messages, and then we're gonna try to get back to the drawing. Oof. Yeah. The ML lives? Yeah. Stream gone? Yeah, stream keeps going gone. Come back, Lampy? I'm trying. Dead tired, Lampy? You know what? Good option. Where is it? There we go. Lampy just standing there. Menacingly. His internet hate... Oh, wait, I read that one. Alright, let's see. Where's the milk? What milk? Who keeps killing Lampy? I don't know, but I want to talk to them with the 12 gauge. What the... Why the paddle? Alright, let me catch up with some things. Luckily, tomorrow is my last day of taking my anti-allergen, so I'll have my antibiotics for 3 more days. One every 12 hours. The whole reason I had to do this was for the week, do this for the week is because of a mystery bug bite that made my toes swell up and wearing my shoes with no socks. Doing good otherwise. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Outside of that, though, I'm glad to hear that things are... outside of that one situation, I'm glad to hear that other things are going well, though. That's good. Shit, I gotta go. Hope stream goes well, and good luck with the arting. Thank you there, Shadow. I greatly appreciate it. You go get the... you go take care of what you gotta take care of. I hope it goes well, and I hope you have a good day, a better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now, there, friend. Let's see. That reminds me, I think I saw a sweatshirt with a Dead Tired Lampy on it. I need to buy that. Yeah, if you look at the... If I'm correct, I believe there is a sweater of Dead Tired... merch of Dead Tired Lampy in the 4th wall page. All you gotta do is put exclamation point merch, and you can check out all the sort of stuff we got over there. We got Lampy plushies, and we got Lampy figures, and we got some of the art I've done in the past on all sorts of stuff. Mugs, shirts, what's it called? Art canvases. I know one person, I used to know one person, or not used to. I know one person that used to pick up a lot of the art canvases way back in the day. Mostly because they would request art. I would draw it during those times. And whenever I drew those arts, they would say, hey, would you be putting this on the Redbubble page? I was like, yeah. This is back when I had Redbubble. I won't deny, they had pretty decent canvases, and I would usually use that to put the put the artworks on canvases and just sell them like that. I never got to buy my own, mostly because I was broke. I still kind of am. I'm not as broke as I used to be. Thanks to all you folks. By the way, save your money. But not as broke as I used to be. We're also going to make a new layer. We also need to get circle, particularly. Add that circle, but we would need to make it a little bit smaller. We might need to make that pommel still even smaller than that. Right here should be good. Then what we need to do, go back to that sword, duplicate it, and flip this sucker vertically. Boom, there we go. Just gotta make sure everything lines up. Yep, perfect. All right, merge that down with the sword copy. Wrong one. Sword copy, merge down with sword. Get that sword, get that pommel. And we line them up vertically. And then we just get that pommel. We just move a little bit closer until it merges with the end lines there. And then last but not least, merge that pommel with the sword layer. We're all good. Then we take this sword sketch that we made, or the sword line art we made earlier, get rid of that. Boom. We got the sword done. Took a bit of a minute, mostly because I was rambling on about God knows how many shows. But, as I always like to say, if we take forever on the art because we're rambling on with folks like you, then I think it's a pretty good day nonetheless. I think it's a better day than me sitting here doing all the drawing. All right, let's see. Finally getting my ass out of debt. It's been slow. Oh, it's been slow going, but we doing it. That's all that matters. Slow and steady. So long as there's progress, that's what really matters at the end of the day. And you know what? You just got to keep that up, and everything will be all good and all dandy and all that good stuff. I'm glad to hear. Also, for those of you that were asking about it before, so I forgot to mention this from last stream. So last stream, people asked about things from Throne when people donate through Throne. Was I going to be adding that to the goal up top? I decided, you know what, I should do that. So I added it to the goal up top, and because of last time, there was at least 59 from before, and we were at 310. So you want to know what happened? Well, I think you can already guess, basically looking at the number up there, where it was 359, or yeah, 310 plus 359. We got the funny number, so nice. Then I'll stop interrupting you with my question. Go. I was gonna say, no. If there's any questions, and this applies to anybody, if y'all got questions, feel free to ask those questions. Within reason, of course. Because I don't want to sit here and say, oh yeah, by all means, ask whatever question you like, and then someone asks some really, really personal stuff, like, where do you live? Like, why, what on earth would you ask a question like that? Like, yeah, for sure, feel free to ask any question you like. So, what's your... No, actually, let me try to think. What would be an honest question that sounds way too personal? What city... So... I think I'm gonna have to call it a night because OBS is doing the dumb thing again. I wish I could stick around, but apparently OBS is saying otherwise. And I don't know if that's my internet or if that's just OBS in general. I might have to update OBS. As much as I don't want to, I might have to finally do that update. So we are unfortunately gonna have to call it a day for now. I might even start working on this thing offline for a minute, but I still got other projects to work on, so I might work on those either way. Sorry for the bad night for Dataflow Lampy. Nah, no need to apologize. It's just how things are. If anything, I apologize that I can't stick around here for very long. Because, yeah, OBS wants to suck like that. But, on the upside, we can drop you off with some folks. We will leave you somewhere that I feel would be a good place to be. Let me see. Who there be? Where's all the folks I could drop you folks off with? Because there's a good number of folks. The question is, whomst? Whomst indeed. I wish I could stick around for longer. Because, you know, like I said, I'm only going to be here until the end of the month, and then I got to work on things. Or, you know, not work on things, but take a break. But, since I can stick around, I think we're going to drop you off, folks, with Abrina Belladonna. They are currently playing Darkwood. I don't know what Darkwood is, but let's go find out. OBS learned from a singularity. Learned what from a singularity? Good night. Hope you have better luck next stream. Thanks. I greatly appreciate that, and I hope so too. I'm gonna try to clean up this setup or clean up this table. Maybe that's where the problem is. I'm gonna find out. But even then, I don't know why OBS is messing up on me. Either way, let's drop you folks off with Abrina Belladonna. Before OBS breaks on me again, with that being said, I'll be back on I'm gonna try to be back on Sunday. Oh, I learned how to suck. Oh, gotcha. Fair. Anyway, I'll be back on Sunday to play some more Elden Ring. We still got some more quests. Actually, no, it's not more quests. It's we gotta go fight a general. We gotta go participate in a festival. A festivus for the rest of us. So, I'll see you all on Sunday. Hopefully OBS has fixed itself, or hopefully I've cracked OBS into shape. With that being said, I hope you all have a good night. A better tomorrow. Great week. Show Abrina Belladonna some support, all of that good stuff. Show them respect and all of that. Also, if you would like to keep up with the channel, find out what we're working on, find out what we do, or if you want to support the channel through merch or affordable models or even commissions, go check out the links page. And with that being said, before everything cuts off of me, remember you're all awesome. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And if you lurk, you're awesome too. The fact that you have this stream on in the background means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, let's head on out. Oh, right, raid message. Oh, you know what? Raid message is this. OBS sucks. That's our raid message. Use those emotes if you have. Actually, yeah, use whatever emotes you have if you have them. Alright, you all take care now. Later.